Can familiarity ruin your integrity? Captain Paul from the locker room. Appreciate you guys. Could drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Trying a different format. Having a little bit of fun with it in the summer. Seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. So let me know if you like this backdrop. If you don't, I'll adjust it as time goes on. But let's talk about it. Can familiarity ruin your integrity? Now, what I'm talking about is mainly being close with a player or even their family. Does that create complications if you're going to be very fair and balanced? And where this conversation stems from is a Boston Bruins page I'm a part of on Facebook. They do not allow the trashing of players. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing, right? Because they have family members in their group. I don't think that's a bad thing. You should never go personal with it or include off-ice issues. But this is where things, to me, get a little bit complicated, because if you're not able to say that a player wasn't a good fit or you think it was a good idea to move on from them, don't think they're on ice is great, and you're not able to voice that in a public Bruins group due to the family member being in there, that kind of runs into some issues, and that's just not how things should be. These players understand they're playing in these pro leagues. They understand that's just the nature of the beast. It might be difficult for the family at times, but, you know, you are a pro athlete making a lot of money playing a kid's game. And I love the sport of hockey, but, you know, it's a blessing to be in that situation. I would accept criticism 24/7 if I was making millions of dollars playing the sport I love, but hey, I am not that talented. But where I feel, for me, this is a big thing. It makes me acknowledge how difficult it is to stay fair and balanced once you do gain these personal relationships with players. Now, it's a dream, right? Like, I would love to walk down the street, say what up to Brad Marchand, Patrice Bergeron, want to go shuffleboarding later, right? That would be a dream. But it would be very ignorant of me to say, like, oh, I would cover them the exact same if I was really good friends with them. No, that just would not be the case, because the closer you get to these players and you get to know them as human beings, the far more difficult it would be to be so harsh about their play on the ice if they are playing extremely poorly. I do believe this is why, for journalists, and if you do want to kind of make this a job on the internet sphere, I think having that wall of separation is a huge thing. That way you don't have personal relationships affect how you produce content and how you convey your message, or even criticize how you see that particular playing in that certain segment of time in his career. You could be best friends with him, but if he's playing like complete dog water, I do think it's important you have to acknowledge that and not be restricted by your relationships. So I think for certain people, familiarity can ruin your integrity, because then you no longer are truthful with your audience. Maybe truthful is not the best way to put that, but you're not 100% honest with your evaluation of that specific player. I think if you're gonna talk hockey, and if you're gonna be in these groups, I think it's fair game to say whatever you want about these players, unless it's just complete personal attacks, off-ice stuff. If you feel like they're not a fit, hey, that is what it is. If you feel like there's an improvement elsewhere, hey, that is what it is. But once you start kind of restricting conversation of that matter, or not allow yourself to talk about a player in a certain manner because you're close to them or their family, I just have to put your integrity into question. And to be honest, I would start to question your evaluation of all the players around the league. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Do you believe that familiarity can ruin integrity? Whether you're a journalist, content creator, or making something in the internet sphere, let me know your thoughts. I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.